Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your hosts, Kirby Kid
and Black Superman,
also known as David Clark
and Walter Bryant.
And today we're doing the video that was the best idea, the prize. This is our 10 favorite comic books of all time. Now I had no other way to word it other than to just say what it was. So
yeah.
This is from Fire Assassin. Now the list is not in any order. It's just I picked 5 and then Walter picked 5 and then we put them on there and made 10. So don't think that just because something's number 1 or number 10 that means it's better. Just putting that out there right now. The first one, which is not the best, just happens to be first on the list, is DC's Kingdom Come.
Let's be real, that's the best. It's number 1 on there because, at least for me, and I was the one who wrote it, so that's how it ended up at the top. It's because I love Kingdom Come. Superman gives up on the world, turns his back on the world, and then the world becomes crap. And the only person who can save it? Superman.
No, not just Superman.
I mean, he brings back the whole league, you know.
Batman and was there.
Yeah, you know, and
Wonder Woman was there.
Yeah, I mean, he brought back the whole league, and they came back and they actually did what they set out to do. Killed a bunch of people also in the process, but not on purpose. Written by my favorite writer. Drawn by my favorent artist.
Yeah, no, I can't even. No, he's pretty awesome. Alex Ross. He's art god.
And Mark Waid wrote it. I mean, these two are like 2 of my favorite comic book guys, and so when they team up, you get awesomeness.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a really well done book. I mean, and I don't really like Superman because he's a one-dimensional character that I hate. But that one dimension better be there though. In the entirety of Kingdom Come, it feels weird, you know? And then, like, at the end where he puts his glasses back on, he's, like, kind of Clark Kent again. You're like, yeah.
Okay, everything's right with the world.
Yeah. Like, it's weird. Like, I was reading the book. I was like, oh, God, this is weird. And he put the glasses on, and I closed the book. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I can finish this day. This day is okay now. Number 2, this one was really, really well done. Planet Hulk.
Which is this great storyline. Hulk gets sent off the world by people who are supposed to be his friends. And he ends up on this planet where he becomes a gladiator. And then as a gladiator, he basically ends up taking over the entire planet. And then some guy who, well, basically hates everyone on the planet and wants the Hulk to destroy it, decides to murder the Hulk's wife.
We don't know that in that storyline, though, remember?
It's true, but that's what happened.
It's just Tony Stark's fault at this point.
Yeah, there was that one scene, and I've never seen them before be this much in collusion, like Banner and the Hulk, where like he's talking to his new wife, and he goes, "Before you marry me," and then he just turns into Banner, and he's like, "I need you to see who I really am."
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, okay, but he's still talking to you basically as the Hulk, as he's turned into Banner,
because like they're just like, look, Earth don't want us, so I don't look. It doesn't matter.
And you're great, but you're hot.
Yeah, and powerful. Yeah, I mean,
and hot.
Yeah, right? I mean, but it was really sad though because it's like Hulk had finally found his place in the universe. Everything was going great. People loved him, and then his wife, who of course is pregnant at the time, because that is the most opportune time to kill someone's wife. And she explodes, and it's just total drama from there. And the sad part is, Hulk never knew that his son somehow, as an embryo, survived in freaking lava.
Well, he should have, though. Because it's a Hulk baby.
But it's like where did you get nutrition from to grow? Like, that should have been the end of it, but then, like, his genes are just strong.
By the way, on that TV show, Hulk and the Agents of Smash, they seem to have just totally skipped over the fact that Scar is his kid.
Yeah, they just gloss right over it. Like, oh look, that looks difficult to cover. Gloss, just immediate. I mean,
they brought Scar in and then did World War Hulk, just to like basically go, yeah, nah, we're never pointing that out.
Right, because like that leads to one of the, and yeah, I didn't put this on there because it was just one comic, but there's that fight scene between Scar and Hulk on Earth, and this is when Hulk has like just learned that he has a son like 5 seconds ago, and like as he was hitting him, like he had one of those moments where he's like, "I'm the Hulk. I'm better than you. Like I'm me." And he had flashbacks to like when his dad would hit him. Like, did you read that comic, that issue?
No, you told me about it. I've never read it.
Like it's all the feels, because like there's a point where like he's getting ready to hit him, and like in the background, all huge is his dad hitting him, and he's like, "I'm not gonna do that." And then She-Hulk's like, "This is probably or no, Red Shield, like, this is probably where you should probably hug him. And then he hugs him, and he turns back into regular, like, Scar turns into his regular human form, and Banner turns back to Banner, and you're just like, oh my god, that's just like, that is more character development than Superman has ever gotten. It was just so crazy.
Okay, first off,
no,
pot shot about Superman is not acceptable, sir.
Sir, I'm just saying.
Secondly,
I'm just saying,
Superman has incredible character development.
I'm just saying that when both of them have had their pregnant wives killed, and only one had the heart when he took over the planet to realize, I'm gonna stop and not do this. The other one had to be stopped by better him.
Yeah, but to be fair, to my guy, the Hulk had to say, you know what, I'm going to destroy this planet, so you better shoot me with the ultimate weapon and stand there.
He's like, I am too out of control for the greater good because I am just that much of a better hero than Superman. Take me out. Superman was like, I'm going to get revenge on you because I'm Space Hitler.
That is not what he did.
He said that word for word.
Yeah, that is
Go back.
That is not what he did.
So number 3, The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, now, okay. As we said at the beginning of this video, we like The Dark Knight Returns for two totally different reasons.
Can I go first or you want to go first?
You can go first.
Yeah, okay. So, in Dark Knight Returns,
it's a lie and the truth is not in it.
The greatest line ever delivered in anything comic books ever was delivered by Batman, where he was holding Superman and said, Clark, I want you to know, years from now, in your deepest, darkest moments, the hands of the one man who beat you. And when I saw that, I actually got up in my room and I ran around circles. I was like, oh! I paused the video, like, oh! I rewound it, watched the whole fight again, like, he beat you! He used your arrogance and your weaknesses against you, then faked his own death to the point where you thought he was really dead, and then he just played you. He hurt you, beat you, made you feel bad, then made you feel guilty, and attend his own funeral, and then let you know he was still alive. Just say, ha 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 ha, I'm a senior citizen with the cane and I beat you.
It's a lie.
The Batman wins again.
It's a lie. First off, he cheated.
First of all, there are no rules in fights. There's just a winner, and then there's Superman.
And he wouldn't have been able to do that to Kingdom Come Superman.
Yes, he would have. You know what?
Kingdom Come Superman is now invulnerable to kryptonite. Remember, the kryptonite bombs don't hurt him.
He's vulnerable to green kryptonite. But see, he's not vulnerable to bat kryptonite. You know this. You know this.
Kingdom Come Superman would have won. However, this wasn't Kingdom Come Superman.
And Batman still would have won. But yeah.
So anyways, I have to acquiesce.
It was really, it was one of those really dark verses though. But like, even though but it wasn't as dark as some of the other universes, because even though for some reason
he murdered the Joker.
Oh no, I know, no, that was hilarious. We all enjoyed that because he was like, I'm too old for this. Like, I need to make sure before I die that you go first. But even though for some reason Superman was listening to Ronald Reagan and people believed the Joker found Jesus, which I don't know how that worked, but even though that happened at the end, things were still kind of okay because Superman was like, well played, Bruce, and Bruce was like, oh no, he knows. You stay over there, I'll stay over here, and then we're good.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Robin shows up like, I think he's like, yeah, no, he knows.
Yeah, yeah.
There are certain things about Batman that don't make any sense. Like, let's beat the Joker nearly to death, but let him keep murdering people. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
There's nobody on the planet who has a problem with the idea of Batman throwing the Joker off a building. Nobody. Now, Commissioner Gordon would turn a blind eye. All the cops would clap.
It's the idea. The idea that they stand for. Because we've seen worlds where they go and kill.
And now we feel bad. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But you see, I think it's okay for him to do it as an old man, because as an old man, he's making sure that the next generation won't have to deal with this problem, and he's not the symbol that he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
When he's young and building the legend of the Batman, that needs to be 100% crystal clear, perfect, because that's going to be what people are going to remember you by. Like, you can't just be if you start off being a murderer, they're going to always remember you as a murderer. But if you're super old and retiring, people are like, yeah, but he's like I understand that though. That's like, I mean, if Clint Eastwood killed a dude when he was young, we'd be like, he's not that great of a star. But if he kills someone now, you're probably like, well, they probably deserved it. Yeah. You know? I mean, like, wouldn't you? Like, if he found out right now, he snapped the man's neck. You're like, what did he do to deserve it?
Wait. You say Clint Eastwood. Mm-hmm. Batman Beyond. Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah,
Clint Eastwood.
And you know what?
Make it happen.
It's funny. If you guys watched our Superman Goku video, my friend Rich, who was on there for the live reaction, when we were off camera, he also said the same thing. He's like, we need a Batman Beyond movie right now so that Clint Eastwood could be old Batman. And then when he said it, I saw old Batman's face and I saw Clint Eastwood. And I'm like, this has to happen. Yeah. Oh God, Warner Brothers. We don't have all day. All right, yeah, I know y'all take a long time. Just film it now and just and hold it.
Like Clint Eastwood may have 5 more years left on this planet. Yeah, we got to get this done. Yeah. I mean,
and look, you guys can just hold it in the background until you're ready to get to that point story wise. But y'all need to get that now.
Yeah,
like after Ben Affleck's movie, that should be the next Batman movie. It's Batman Beyond and then Static Shock.
Nah, Static Shock actually should be first, so that then you can have.
Oh yeah, go to the future. Yeah. By the way, I had someone tell me today that Static Shock wasn't popular.
Who?
I don't want to say the person's name because I'm related to them, and I don't want to further shame my clan by saying exactly who it is. Number 4 on the list. That is what is? Oh, okay. No, your writing's horrible. I just want to acknowledge that in front of the entire world right now. Number 4, The Man of Steel. I have nothing to say about this one.
Okay, 1988. Golden Age Superman had become way too powerful. Just like, you know, there's this one issue where a solar system is about to be destroyed by its sun. So he ties a chain around every planet in the solar system and he flies it out.
Which, wouldn't there be a giant hole in the middle of these planets now?
Yeah, but
wouldn't it destroy all these planets?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, the thing that Batman said, yeah, I can't
even begin to tell you
what's all wrong with that.
He killed all those people.
But he did it. But the fact of the matter is, he did it, and he's pulling the chain with one hand. He's like just flying off, like, ah.
First of all, what I want to know, what is that chain made out of?
Probably some kind of Kryptonian steel or something, or a star. You know, he probably flew into the middle of a star, fashioned a chain out of it, and tied it around him. Anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So, in like 1988, they decided we're going to reboot Superman because as powerful as he is, people can't relate to him. Which is true. I mean,
you could never relate to him.
You could relate to him.
You can't.
So they way depowered him, and then they changed the way some of the mechanics of his powers worked. Like, to them, it made no sense that, you know, as soon as Yellow Sun hits him, he suddenly becomes super powerful. Because how are you going to discipline a baby that can do that? And you're sure as heck not going to get that adult out of a kid who was never disciplined. So they were like, okay, he has to have powers that slowly develop over time so that, you know, his parents could actually raise him. Right. And then they did a few other things. They took a bunch of his other powers away. He no longer had microscopic vision. His he was
only. Does he still have that?
Huh? He does now.
Yeah, he got it back. Has that. I know that. I realized that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and like they took his world bending power away. He was only about as strong as Shazam.
Shazam!
Now he's, you know, like 20 times stronger than Shazam.
Is he? The new one?
Yeah. I mean, Shazam isn't really that strong anymore. I mean, like, as compared to, like, what he was. He's not really that strong anymore. His powers allow him to do some things Superman can't do because he's magic. Right. But yeah, as far as just, like, muscles go, he's probably about half as strong as Superman.
What is that?
Death of Superman.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one because he died. Yeah. Death of Superman, number 5.
I knew that he was going to say that.
Oh, I love that one because he was like, I'm Superman. Dude was like, Grey Hulk, and then flies off.
Except for the flying off part, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. It was like Superman versus Kryptonian Grey Hulk.
I will admit, I was maybe 8 or 9 when that first came out. And I remember at school seeing the black cover with the red S on it, and I was like, I saw the title, I was like, nah, that doesn't make no sense. I was telling my friends, guys, you see, it's like, that don't make no sense. Like, how is that possible? Who's doing that? Is it better Superman? Like, what is it? It was. I actually didn't even read it because I was like, that's not gonna happen. Like, that's a ploy. I was 8, and I'm like, that's a ploy.
Yeah, see, I didn't buy it because I couldn't get it. Like, pretty much the day that thing came out, everybody on the planet bought one.
So what you're saying is I should have taken that.
You really should have. But here's the thing. Okay, within like 2 months, it went from I think the cover price was $2.99. So the cover price, it went from the cover price to $75 in like a month. As soon as they said Superman is coming back,
and dropped,
the price dropped.
Yeah, because
in half. Like it's still worth about $80 or $90 now. But I mean, this is like 20 years later, and it's only worth like $80 or $90.
Okay, so in Death of Superman, it ends with a double KO, right?
Yeah, they both die.
Right. Which I still don't get how you KO a Kryptonian with just physical damage. I still don't get it.
Neither one of them were dead.
Right. I mean, but
they were both dead, but they weren't dead.
Yeah, but as far as the comic goes, before they got to the next issue, in that comic, they were considered dead until they rebooted them or they revived them. I have never understood how you KO a Kryptonian by just punching them in the face.
All his power was gone.
But you're constantly getting more in, right?
Yeah, which was why he actually didn't die. And they, again, when they did the rebirth of Superman, they were like, okay, they started explaining all this stuff that like his body was still absorbing sunlight, so it started rebooting itself. So he wasn't actually dead. He was just basically in a really, really deep coma. Right. And then one of his Kryptonian robots noticed his heartbeat and then went and took his body.
Got it. Number 6. Is that
Runaways?
What we need to take you to writing school. Number 6. Runaways. Now I know what you're saying. I've never heard of that, and you probably haven't. It was a little comic that Marvel was doing back in I think 2006, and it was about a group of teenagers whose parents were secretly evil supervillain cultists working with these kind of godlike creatures trying to destroy the planet and start over with only the elite people. And these guys are really disturbing looking.
Sounds like people from where I'm from.
Sounds, yeah. But anyways, so they find out the parents are villains, and they're like, but that's stupid. We like being good guys. So they steal these like different powers or whatever, or like different tech. One of the girls can talk to a raptor. Don't ask why. It just is.
A raptor?
Yeah, a raptor.
A velociraptor?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then one of the guys has like these gloves that shoot fire and stuff. One of the girls, her name is Sister Grimm. She's got I forget the name of the staff, but it was a staff stolen from Dormammu. Don't know who did that.
Storm could do it.
Storm could do it, but I don't know who gave it to her. But anyways, she's actually one of the new all-female Avengers. Is her. But anyway,
okay.
Her and then like everyone kind of had like a power. One of the girls is a mutant, and her power is like super strength. And her parents, I think, are inbred because they both have the same exact power. Like they both glow with pink light and can do stuff. And it's like that seems really weirdly convenient. Anyways, and so she's
sort of nasty.
She has super strength or whatever, and her and Wolverine are kind of best friends. Well, he hates her. She's like, Wolverine, oh my god, and you know how that goes. Anyways, and then the leader of the group was a black kid who had no power. He was just way smarter than all the other ones. And
so like he was a well, they're not mutants though, right? They're
only one of the mutants. They all have powers from various sources except for him. And he had this book that was like kind of like telling the future or something or whatever. And him and the Sister Grimm were in love or whatever. And basically what happens is he ends up betraying the whole group just so that him and the girl he likes can be in that world that starts over, because he kind of thinks that they can't win because he's the one who doesn't really have powers. So I guess he's kind of more scared than they are or whatever. Which really sucked because I was really liking them as a team. And then he got killed to make up for it or whatever. And then on the other side, he was still alive looking in, like, on the world. And I'm like, oh, that sucks.
It's kind of creepy.
No. Oh, yeah. And then it gets better. And then they go on, and then they get this new kid who's, electric powers or whatever. And it turns out he's like a robot or something. Or he's like a half robot, half human, kind of weird synthetic organism thing. And
like a phalanx?
I don't know what that is, Walter. don't say things I don't know. But anyways, and then they have like this the vision of the future where they're all like, some of them get to the Avengers, and then the kid is robots in the Avengers, but he ends up betraying everybody, and you find out why, because his father is Ultron. What? Ultron found a way to confuse his electronics with human DNA and made a living being who ends up sleeping with Sister Grimm for some random reason. Don't ask why.
Still sounds like a phalanx, but okay.
But the point is, I love Runaways because like there was no event. Like the Avengers came in sometimes, but the kids would always obviously just run away because they're the Runaways, and they were actually going to be getting a movie, and then this other little project called The Avengers popped up, and Disney was like, we're gonna do that one first. and then obviously that kind of got pushed to the background.
No, I mean the Runaways still could happen. I mean
it could, because now one of them, the leader of them, is in the all-female Avengers now, and you know, I mean they came to the full team because one of them's a mutant, unless she's an Inhuman. Which hey, and once they introduce Dormammu with Strange, then they could bring in, like, they can have a staff, and then she can get the staff, and then things can happen. And we have a black character who's going to end up being the next Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, well, we already have a black character.
Point is, I love The Runaways, and it's a crime that they haven't gotten another book since like 2009.
Stop pushing back Black Panther. Okay.
Right? But so I love The Runaways. It's a little known comic. Please go check it out from Marvel. It's basically completed. They're not going to do it anymore. They do pop up again in Avengers Academy, and like I said, they're also one of the leaders is in the all-female Avengers team. So Sister Grimm, she has a staff. She's Japanese. She's got like a little ponytail. She's a gothic type chick. It's awesome. Read it. Next up, oh no, one of mine. Actually, the rest
they're
of
all
them.
really good.
Number 7, Avengers Academy. This is also a good book that I don't know if any of you read it. It's a bunch of different kids that have different powers from whatever. Some of them are mutants, some of them are whatever. And they kind of get picked up by Hank Pym.
Is Jubilation Lee in this book?
No.
No,
This is a good book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Jubilee is not a great character.
But all the characters are good. And then Hank Pym, a lot of the stories, it's like him kind of redeeming himself again, because he's always redeeming himself for whatever he's done this week. And you find out he has a kid with I want to call her Chitara, but she's not Chitara. It's the cheetah woman person.
Oh, what is
I forget her name, but I know her. I know she's not Chitara, but I'm gonna call her that. So, anyways, a Skrull Hank Pym slept with her, and she got pregnant, and it's technically Hank's because it's his DNA. So they have a baby together, which is awkward, and then they fight like a bunch of people. The point is, it's really well done. My favorite one was Volume 2. Will we use this in the real world? I loved it. They also went on to Avengers Arena, where Arcade was like, "Hey, you guys should kill people for me because it's fun for me to watch," and they were like, "Oh." But anyways, Avengers Academy was good. Read it. What are you doing with your writing? Are you just writing like scribbles?
No, those are letters.
Really? What, is that WW?
WW.
Okay. World War Hulk. Number 8. It's basically a love letter to Hulk fans, where he gets to come back and all the wrongs of the world are corrected. He comes back. He beats all the people that sent him out there. He breaks Doctor Strange's arms after he invokes a demon to help fight him, which is what made him lose Sorcerer Supreme for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Mr. Fantastic, right? He beat Juggernaut, and then when he was going to destroy Professor X, he's like, "Hulk, I had nothing to do with it," and Hulk was like, "All right," and then leaves because Hulk is reasonable like that. Black Panther exited way before all this started happening. He's like, "Look, when you guys do this, and Hulk comes back, and he is coming back, I want nothing to do with it."
Which leads me to my favorite part of Planet Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an interlude in there in Planet Hulk where it actually goes back to Earth, and Tony has just slept with the She-Hulk.
That was horrible.
And the She-Hulk goes and finds out what happened, and she's like, "You did what to my cousin?
Mm-hmm.
You know he's coming back, right?" And Tony's like, "No, he's not. We sent him." And she's like, "Dude, he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gets back, you're in trouble."
And then he dropped her off in the middle of nowhere. Ain't that some stuff?
Yeah, but she was right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he came back, and he got all people that were Black Bolt, I think, screamed at him, and Hulk was like, "No, I'm not having none of this," and was like, and he had them all like tied up, and then he had people, regular citizens, go on this broadcast and lie about all of them. And then after it was over, he didn't give them a chance to defend themselves, and he went backstage and said, "So, how does it feel when people lie about you and you can't fight back?" I'm like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever!" I was like, everything I've been thinking as a Hulk fan for so long was coming out in this one book. And then, it was really good. And he didn't destroy everybody. I mean, okay, he destroyed the entirety of the armed forces. That did happen. Yeah. But he didn't destroy anybody who didn't deserve it. Okay, most of New York. The point is, it was deserved. And then when he found out that the little bug Meek, that little snake in the grass, is the one who did everything, he blew up the ship with his, killed his wife or whatever. He got so angry. I think he killed him, didn't he? I think so.
No,
someone
Meek killed himself.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. But so he was so angry that he took one step and almost separated the Eastern Seaboard from America. And he told Tony, "If you don't hit me now, I'm gonna break the world." And this version of Hulk is called World Breaker Hulk, which is such an amazing name. Next up, okay, now this is a Korean manhwa called The Breaker. Now, if you haven't read The Breaker, you should go read it right now. It also has a sequel called Breaker New Waves. It's about this kid, I think his name was Shi-hoon. I think I've never actually heard these names out loud, so I don't know how they're said. But he's like this little scrawny kid who somehow runs across this guy called the Nine Arts Dragon. He's like he's mastered basically everything in martial arts. And by the way, martial arts in this world is like martial arts plus like superpowers, because why not? And
sounds good to me.
And he's always getting beat up. He's always pathetic or whatever. And his best friend is this really super hot girl that's in love with him, because it's basically a manga, so that's what's going to happen.
But he doesn't notice because
no, he doesn't. He doesn't. But he asks, to be trained or whatever. The guy's like, no, and then eventually he keeps asking. The guy's like, all right, go run 1,000 laps, or whatever. And then the dude does it, and he's like, oh, all right, well, let me take him seriously, or whatever. He gives him this root thing that gives you ki, which is like some stupid. Basically, it's like a cheat code, and he ends up being freaking awesome. And the whole manhwa is about them fighting against the system called Murum, Murum-in, I think. It's like the secret underground fighting, or whatever. And it's just a lot of really hot girls, a lot of really awesome fighting, a lot of cool story, and it's just really cool to see a comic book that's not from Japan or America, because there's differences in it, and I like it. It's kind of hard to explain because most of it I've never said out loud before. It's always just been what I've read. So, and it's never getting anime because they don't animate manhwas because they're stupid.
Yeah, well, and before we finish that, one of the problems with some of the stuff that I really like is just like they don't finish them. Like High School of the Dead. I love High School of the Dead. High School of the Dead is awesome, and I don't think it's ever coming back. And Robert Kirkman, it's your fault.
I'm still pissed, by the way, that the fat kid with the glasses. I'm still pissed that he had to kill the one woman who liked him in that show. Like, remember the police woman? They had to snipe. I was like, that's not.
But it's okay though, because he got the little blonde chick now.
No. He has that girl with the pigtails just slowly coming over to his side.
Yeah, so yeah.
She's got it's red, like pink hair.
Whatever.
It's
whatever.
There's an actual blonde on that team. There's differences. The other guy has literally every other woman on the planet, and I still want Ray to die. Ray needs to die. His girlfriend, the ex-girlfiend. Yeah. She needs to die, and her last sight needs to be her seeing Samurai Girl get with her man. I hate her. I hate her with every fiber of my being. Point is,
we know women like this chick.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We know real people like her. Point is, the number 10, the last one on our list of favorite is Gundam The Origin. Now, this is a set of hardcover mangas that you can get in Barnes & Noble. They carry all of them now. It's a really well done retelling of the original Gundam series. It was finished, I think, in 2007 or 2009 or something over in Japan. It's still coming out over here. It's really, really good. I mean, and the whole book is penciled, inked, colored, lettered by a 73-year-old man. And it's like 300 pages per volume. I have like 8 volumes hardcover.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a lot, but like for example, in this, like, and there's differences in this one from the anime. So, for example, in Gundam The Origin, if you remember the original Gundam, the RX-78, it just had, you know, like it was like a regular looking thing with like a shield and a rifle. This one, it has modular add-ons, so it's got like Vulcan cannons in the chest right here. It can add a shoulder cannon. I mean, like it's got more. It looks more military. You know, the Zaku's are a little different. Like everything just works a little cooler in this universe. And they go over the first mobile suits. They show you the first mobile suit battle. You know, it's not just like one day someone's like, Gundam, yeah! It's like, no, they did that because like in the series they explain the main character's dad who made the Gundam, before he made the Gundam, he made this thing called the gun cannon. It's like this thing that had like little claw hands and like two little wimpy cannons on its back, and all it could do was like this. Choo! That's all I could do was just shoot the cannons, and like they were like, yeah, we're mobile suits. And then Xenon comes out, we're like, we have Zaku's, we have axes that light up and kill people, we have machine guns, sniper rifles, beam weapons, we can fly, and we can do actual hand-to-hand combat like martial arts crap with our robots. And they came in and slaughtered everyone in front of the whole world. And then the dude went back to his people, and they were like, hey, real quick, your stuff sucks. We're gonna fire you. And they're like, and it was the greatest ending to a chapter ever. Like, why shouldn't we fire you? And he's like, and he brings up this little like presentation or whatever. He's like, because of this, I have a new idea. It's called the Gundam. And as a fanboy, I yelled out loud. I was reading this to myself. I was like, oh! Because like you knew it was coming. You knew that was gonna be the answer. He's like, and like, his name is Gundam. I'm like, oh! I couldn't go to sleep at night. I was just up there like, yeah, that's awesome. Even though I've done it for like my whole life. Point is, it's really good, and if you keep up with the Gundam animated series, they released the first OVA for Gundam The Origin earlier this year called, I believe it was it Blue-Eyed Castle? No, that's the next one, I think. Oh, no, yeah, it was Blue-Eyed Castle, which is the origins of Char Aznavour, the Red Comet, the greatest pilot ever. And the next one's going to be Tears of Artesia or some bullcrap, which is gonna be boring probably. But anyways, though they're animating it and it looks really good. And even though it's CG, because I'm not really a fan of overtly CG stuff. It was still pretty good. Like they axe kicked the dude in the face and he blew up. That was hilarious. So, but yeah, Gundam The Origin. I think it's been a New York Times bestseller a few times too, yeah. Which is only correct because it's Gundam. So
Voltron could beat him.
Well, wait, you mean in the fight?
Yeah.
You mean the original Gundam or just Gundam in general?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's wrong. That is wrong, sir. No. Somebody's... That's enough. We might have to do a versus on that. We may have to do Voltron versus all Gundam.
I don't really know about
Gundam. You don't know. Because if you did know, you wouldn't say that. And if you don't know, Walter, you're going to know after this video.
Wait. Do I get all of Voltron or just the Voltron Lions?
You could have all of Voltron. I can beat you with Gundam. With all.
Because there are 3 Voltrons.
Doesn't matter. I can beat you. If I have access to all of Gundam, yeah, I got you.
I don't know with all 3 Voltrons now. It's... Forming Blazing Sword. Man.
You can't hit. You know what? This is happening. We're doing a video. Let us know if you want to see a video. Voltron versus Gundam.
You know what this is going to make me have to do, though? I'm going to have to research Gundam. Because I know nothing about Gundam.
No, I have 2 Gundams that if I fuse them together, which is very possible, if I just fuse them together, I can beat you. I can beat anything you throw at me. You don't have a robot that can beat.
What about Gurren Lagann?
You know what?
Solar System Shuriken, dude.
Gurren Lagann or Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann?
Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Solar System and Shuriken.
Here's the thing. Obviously, my heart burns the passion for Gurren Lagann because I had that flag. Because I had that manly fire burning in my heart. But I'm loyal to Gundam. So what I will say is, that's it for this video, guys. Until next time, we've been your hosts, Kirby Kid
and Black Superman.
We'll see you later, guys.